Shad Olson, syndicated radio talk host, who is seen in how many states now, Shad?
Well, we're very soon to be heard from nationwide, but we're currently still on the air in 28 states, and the list continues to grow.
Excellent. And this is a great day, isn't it? Because didn't we just find out this morning that the unemployment rate has dropped from 8.1 all the way to 7.8? Should I be celebrating?
Ed, I don't know about you, but my cornflakes tasted more corny. The milk was just a little more creamy. The sun was shining just a little bit brighter. Was that kind of your experience too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the world, all is right with the world, because suddenly this unemployment number takes a dip, and it happens, interestingly enough, 36 hours after one of the worst debate, can I say bloodlettings, that we've seen in modern political lore. Barack Obama had his rear end handed to him in a sandwich baggie, and well, we need something to move the news cycle along. Suddenly unemployment numbers come out. There's something you need to be very clear about when it comes to these numbers. And Ed, if you'll just allow me a little bit of latitude.
Absolutely.
What is completely left out of any analysis intelligently about what we see, 7.8% or no, what's left out of that is the number of jobs that are exiting the back end, take that how you will, the back end of the workforce each and every day. People are stopping looking for work, and there's this little magic formula where if you've been out of work for 99 weeks, well, poof, a little fairy dust, and suddenly you're no longer unemployed. You're just an out-of-work person. So the numbers they're fictitious, they're fallacious. There are 7 million fewer jobs in the workforce. The overall comparative workforce size has dropped 7 million jobs since Barack Obama was elected president. But you won't hear that from the mainstream media. What you'll hear is that, well, we grew 100,000 jobs this week. Well, even if we believe that number, and there's reasons we shouldn't, we can get to that in just a moment, even if we take that number, well, it means that Barack Obama would only have to be president for 32 more years in order to get us back to full employment. That's only 8 more terms. And, once you have 3 or 4 more of those, you don't even have to have elections. So by all means, let's go in that direction. The real news you need to take away from this is that there are 2 people who work for the Department of Labor Statistics, and Ed, you come from New Jersey, so you know what corruption is about a little bit. There are 2 people who work for the Department of Labor Statistics who actually donated to the Barack Obama campaign. These are high-level economists, and we're talking about Harley Frazis and Stephen Phillips. They contributed $2,000 and $9,000, respectively, to the Obama campaign. I've got the FEC report sitting right here in front of me, and they donated $2,000 and $9,000 to, guess who? Barack Obama. Now, maybe you can call Jack Welch a conspiracy theorist all you want, but maybe it's time to look at the numbers and look at the cash flow and see where the loyalties actually lie. They're cook-the-book labor numbers to begin with, but there are very deep reasons to be suspicious about how these politically contrived numbers are helping.
So now we're not only cranking out the printing presses for money, we're also cranking up the Chicago numbers machine.
Here's the deal. Absolutely. And if Mitt Romney is ever faced with the line about, well, that's some creative accounting you've got there, Mitt, all he has to say is, it's not nearly as creative, Mr. President, as the accounting that happens at your Bureau of Labor Statistics. And I would beg them to pick on his tax return just a little bit more so he can roll out that line.
Wow. That's just incredible that they would even try to perpetrate this on the American people, just this fallacious numbers.
They are testing us, Ed. I truly believe that what's happening is that they're testing us to see just how asleep we are. And if we allow every gradient that we pass and every milepost that we pass along this slip into tyranny is a chance and an opportunity for us to show them that we're wide awake, to show them that we see what's happening, and to make sure that there are consequences for the things that they try to pull. If we do not push back against moments like these, there'll come a day in America where we realize that our political history absolutely betrays our lack of willingness to make tough choices and to speak the truth when it mattered most. This is a time to do that, and Americans need to see the subterfuge, see the hidden hand for what it is.
Do you think this is a direct result of the poor performance? Did they cook these numbers up overnight? Or
well, I'm not saying that, but
along?
If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, who is it helping? Cui bono? Cui bono? Who is this helping? And if it's helping Barack Obama and it comes so we can move the news cycle along and not talk about the debate shellacking that he took, well, it's just a little bit too convenient for my taste.
It looks that way. And folks, we're about out of time. We'll take this discussion up another notch here in a little bit. Stay tuned.